All right. Srini, why? Yeah, we call you Srini. So you have been in tech for almost, I say, 15 plus years, right? You built AI systems, led big, large teams.
Yes.
We will discuss all that. But before that, I want you to think about your childhood and the early days or the early years and think about what shaped you or, yeah, what shaped you as a person and and the hunger of things which on the learning part which makes you what you are right now.
I agree. Yeah,
What was it? Curiosity? Was it like survival, or was it something else? So want to know your story from there.
definitely. I think curiosity is the biggest thing. Staying curious is something that I, I've been throughout. I mean, asking why. I mean, that matters a lot. I mean, a lot of people refrain themselves by asking why and what. I mean, so if someone's coming and telling you, you want to do this, I mean, why? I mean, do you have a reason for it? Do you, lately, we've come to a point where you're asking for data, but when you're in childhood,
Mm.
when you're a child, I mean, you're always asking, why do you expect me to do it?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's, and then you start getting answers. You
yeah,
start digging more, and then you feel it's good, you go it. If not,
yeah.
you say no, not something that I would do.
Okay. Any
I think,
specific example from your life, from your school life, college, or maybe at the home, or something?
yeah, I think I've been playing basketball throughout. I think that's something which is very significant. Has played a big significant role in my life. I mean,
Okay.
trained a lot.
Basketball is interesting, yeah. We didn't knew about this, that you are a basketball pro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not
Why haven't
lately,
you
not lately.
told about this? We should have played it at, IIT Bombay.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. No, I think so. Not lately. I mean,
Hmm.
I had a meniscus tear, and that was a setback, and I've not been able to get back to court very effectively from then. But it does teach you a lot. I mean, failed miserably in a lot of places, so it always teaches you that you fail, but then you learn from your mistakes, and then you come back strong.
You were telling some story from your childhood about the basketball. So if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want to continue that, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So I think basketball. I mean, it initially started off as just a time pass. I mean, friends are playing, let's go play an evening game. I mean, a lot of people used to play cricket. Cricket was one of the major sports as well in our area. But then you're standing most of the time. Right? I mean, you definitely want to be moving. So that's when basketball started taking it. Then me, one of my close friends started playing. And then at one point we got good at it. We played for a club, represented for club for about a couple of decades. Then,
We are talking about the city of Bangalore. You have
yeah,
been
yeah,
here, or
Bangalore. I mean, I'm a Bangalorean. I mean, born, brought up in
wow,
Bangalore. Yeah, on and off outside Bangalore. But then, it still feels like, as soon as you hit Bangalore, it
hmm,
feels home.
it feels so.
Yeah, you can't go away from here.
Nice, nice. So, what was the ecosystem of basketball at that time when you were like,
It,
you were moving from your school to playing
right.
just, as a hobby and then moving to a club or something?
Yeah, I mean, so I grew up in Diageo. My dad used to work for Diageo. He's
Wow,
retired now. So we had a basketball court
interesting.
and
Very
good,
interesting.
yeah, good sports facilities here, right? I
So
mean,
that means
top-notch ones.
you were born and brought in the DRDO campus, is it?
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. A lovely,
My God,
lovely
fortunate
campus.
you. Cool, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably about 30 odd years at Diageo, I would say. And yeah, I still miss this place and time that we spent there. I don't think even if you want to get back to that kind of an environment in the private sector, I mean, it's very tough to get back to that. But yeah, the
Definitely,
ecosystem supported. Yes,
you would have missed those years, those times,
absolutely,
that
absolutely.
place where you were born and brought, and can relate on this. Cool. That was your basketball story, yeah. And so yeah, sports teaches you a lot, and
It does. It
it
does.
does.
It beats you down bad. Yeah, it beats you down bad, and then
It
you recover
beats
from
down.
it. Yeah,
Yes. All those folks who are listening this, yeah, this is one thing. If you are like winning in your life like since childhood, topping the class again and again and again, and if you're not playing sports or you're not failing, do try sports, because that keeps you humble, because not every day you will win. Maybe in academics
absolutely.
you may win every time, at least till the school side, in every test, in every exam. But sports is that keeps you humble. Cool.
Absolutely.
Let's dive into. So, yeah, for those listening here, my guest today is Shrinidhi Suresh. He's a practice head for data analytics, AI, and automation. So many buzzwords. And is currently the AI head and of this company called Atkins Reales. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the right.
It's right. That's right.
It's
Yeah.
right. Cool. More than that, he is part of our IIT Bombay and WashU MBA cohort, and that's where I met him. And since day one, and now after 12 months, I love this person. I admire him, and yeah. So as a person, like he's that kind of guy. Whenever we have chatted, that gives you a feeling that he has not just built AI, not just the models, but he has built systems which have been used by large folks. The systems which are in production. So whenever
Yes. Yes. Yes.
कुछ ऐड करना है तो मेरे पास
नहीं,
जो
नहीं, it's
लिमिटेड
good. It's
इन्फॉर्मेशन है
good.
मैंने
It's good.
वही बताया कि दिस इज
Absolutely.
माय रीडिंग ऑफ यू हवा
Absolutely.
हवा हवा
Absolutely.
इतने हाई इम्पैक्ट डिसीजंस लिए हैं टेल मी वन पर्सनल हैबिट which you still have and that reminds you from where you come, where you started this journey from AI and everything, and where you are. So this is all about that.
I think for me and everyone, right? I think learning never stops, and this is something that I followed today as well. So the day you say, "Okay, friend, I've reached the ultimate goal," or I've reached that ultimate success, I don't want to upskill myself, or I don't want to say that this is something that's not my cup of tea. You start at that point of time, and this is
Yeah.
something that I've learned. There was a phase in my career where I said, I've slogged quite a lot. Let me take a step back and just chill. And it did hit me for a short time, about 6 months to 1 year, and then I bounced back with the same mindset that I had. And I tell my team and everyone who's very close to me as well, learning never stops. The day you stop, that's when you cease to exist. As a human, you improve on every experience that you have. So try and gather as much experience as possible and stay curious.
Honestly, like, was that the loneliest phase of your career? या कुछ और भी है? I want to know. What was the loneliest phase? Because
Yeah, I mean, I think multiple phases. There was a phase in one of the companies where we went in straight 4 5 days working without sleep, without doing anything. I mean, that was one of the cases.
but that's a learning phase ना वो loneliest नहीं because
Uh,
loneliest phase होता है कि जहाँ you are like feeling there's no one not what I can and so that phase is like when you said that you took some step back and there's
yeah,
always
yeah,
like you
yeah,
are at your lowest but that
yeah.
lowest phase teaches a lot
True,
and
true.
about the success you never had and the success which is coming in. So it's pretty much the same analogy which we were using in
Correct.
basketball or in the sports.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about the career कि कब वो phase आया कि you felt like I've lost everything and I'm the loneliest person.
Yeah, probably the same phase I would say where I took a step back and said, okay, I've achieved quite a lot now, and in your engineer's mind, you always think as soon as you build something critical and then there's a big impactful thing, a lot of people take a step back, saying, let me just go chill on this one, and you go do that. Sometimes it works out on your favor, you bounce back. If not, it actually screws up your career as well. I think that was one of the phase. But I think uh, my wife has been big supporter of me, and she catches all of this fast. And like, what is happening to you? What's wrong with you? So yeah, that's been my best pushback after that setback that I had. And she's been pretty supportive throughout, and has actually helped my career progress as well as a biggest factor.
Wives, spouses,
Yeah.
they are they're truly how should I say they gives you strength. They
Yes.
gives you
Yes.
that freedom that you could try things. They understand you and yeah this is people like you and me and others are fortunate who have that kind of support system and
Absolutely.
Yeah, those who doesn't have, they are, I would say, pretty unfortunate because, yeah, folks like us could take risk and try things in that way. Cool. Moving next, you've been doing AI when AI was not cool, or when AI was not something. So now we have LLMs. Earlier we used to have predictive analysis models. We used to say traditional AI. अभी तो उसको traditional बोलते हैं. And all these, when you were discussing time series and all those stuff, cool. I mean, from your experience, what do you think the most companies getting this fundamentally wrong about building AI at scale?
I think everyone's force-fitting AI everywhere, right? I mean, that's the biggest factor. Not everything should be solved through AI. There are a few decision-making skills that can be solved through AI, which needs a lot of data or variance, right? It makes a lot of sense. And if you're just adding a rule engine and letting LLM decide for a few set of rules, why do you need LLM or generative AI there? In a similar fashion, right? You have big variance of data. You should definitely build a model which predicts or which classifies it.
Yeah.
But then you have a very small variance data. The variance of the data actually classifies if it is needed to be built on an AI ecosystem or not. The day the enterprises starts feeling this is something that we cannot or should not be solving through AI, that's when you'll start seeing success. And I think that's the leadership's or executives' decision. And we need to start thinking in that lines, and you'll start seeing the change on the enterprise side.
Right, right. Totally agree on that. You don't have to use AI as a buzzword everywhere and everything should not be AI.
Exactly.
Yeah. In the morning podcast, someone told me that if the need is of scooter, why you will you use a
Exactly.
car? And same is with the folks in the industry that sell sell AI. अरे मैं कैसे सेल करूं जब सामने वाले क्लाइंट की जरूरत ही स्कूटर है? इज जस्ट बिकॉज द टारगेट है कि नहीं, कार बेचने से कोटा फाइनेंसेस आ जाएंगे, रेवेन्यू आ जाएगा। तो सबको समझ में आता है कि जरूरत नहीं है, बट अगर आप
Correct.
दे रहे हो तो दैट इज इट। Cool. You are leading team right now. You have led teams. So how many folks you are leading at this moment?
So there are about 85 of them in my org.
Nice.
So in my function, we have 85 split across
Have you
AI,
have you
data, and others.
okay, great. Have you led a bigger team than this in the past
No,
roles?
no, this is the biggest team.
This is the biggest team.
Past, I think 50, 25. I think this is the biggest function that I'm heading.
Wow. As a leader, you probably would have used all the things which we are learning in our cohort
Absolutely.
distance,
Yeah,
from the influence to the power to all the consequences, right? So here is a
totally.
question. What I want to understand is, because I have been a founder, co-founder, and all those things. So there are times where you have to make some critical decisions. So for you as a leader, tell me a time when you have to make a decision that was technically right but emotionally very hard.
I think as soon as people come into this kind of circle, it becomes really
Yeah,
emotional. And though your solution is right, and the person on the other side feels it's wrong, there are instances where you may have to, show them that with data, this is what is right. Your ultimate goal is to get the product out or the best value out of the product, and not the need of every employee that is there. You tend to take hard decisions on that and then beat
yeah,
down on some decisions that are very privy of some employees.
yeah,
And that actually is quite emotional because,
yeah.
and they understand eventually once you start
Yes,
giving them data and the reason why you're doing that. But that quick moment where you're actually beaten down by your leader who's
yeah.
always been supportive of you, of all the
Supportive,
decisions
yeah.
you're doing. Yeah. So that's something that is very
And it
critical.
sometimes it costs you. So
It
did it
does.
cost you did it cost you personally?
Luckily, not yet
Not
in
yet.
most of the instances, because what I do is I give uh, reasoning for the decisions that I make. There are instances where I do my homework, I get the data to make sure they understand why and what is the need for it.
Yes. Cool. Another aspect of in the AI leadership role. This is again like this could be my bias, but I'm seeing when I talk to the leadership roles who are the directors of AI or the VPs of AI. They are still in a loop of too many texts, too many jargons, and too little depth. Too little depth, right? What is one uncomfortable truth about AI leaders that we don't talk about enough from your lens?
I think we discussed this. Like, everyone wants AI, but then something developed through AI, right? But then the narrative is slowly shifting from, time and material to a value based delivery, right? So when you put this through in terms of thought process, the first thought that comes is, you guys are anyways using AI. Why should we pay you so much?
Yeah.
But then our narrative is it's the value that we create, not the time that we've spent.
System comes, system goes, product comes,
Exactly.
product goes, technology comes, technology goes. It's always about value. It was
Exactly.
always about value, it is about value, and it will always be about value.
Absolutely.
That
Yeah.
doesn't change. Yes.
Right.
Cool. Build products, build platforms, and whatnot. Have you ever thought about entrepreneurship?
I have, but I think that there are a few personal circumstances that refrains me not going into or venturing into it. And I enjoy what I'm doing. Maybe not right now, but let's see how the industry shifts and how it goes.
So there are things about entrepreneurship that excites you, but
It,
then
yeah,
yeah,
so
there
it
are things
does.
which scares you for now, maybe.
So I'm a failed entrepreneur as well. I mean,
Oh,
I
you
had a,
are, you were.
yeah,
Tell us
I
something
have, I
about
have.
that, if you
So
could.
yeah, absolutely. So this was a company called Everything Tail that we built a few years back. This was in the pet services space. So
Nice.
we built an pet services aggregator primarily in Bangalore and Gurgaon. Yeah, and not many vendors in Gurgaon, but we had groomers on Gurgaon who were on board. And Bangalore, we had fairly good presence.
I think to
Um,
most pet friendly cities, Bangalore number one,
exactly.
I guess, and
Yes,
Gurugram
yes,
maybe the second or the third one.
yes,
So the
absolutely.
market segment was good. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us
So
more.
yeah, I think it's about commitment, and this was quite early. I think just before COVID, and COVID changed the narrative completely.
Yeah.
People stopped using the platform. People were not ready
Yes.
to come for grooming, come for any
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
pet
yeah.
services that were there. And we did have good, vet on call back then.
Yes.
And our platform was one of the platforms which did home visits from our platform. One of the first ones, I would say. Now we have quite a lot of platforms who offer this service, but our platform was that, and COVID was also a factor. So that actually was pretty emotional one. And a lot of my friends say when you're doing business, you should never be emotional.
Yeah,
Emotions can
yeah,
drive it, yeah,
yeah.
and then but then
You
when
have
you're
to
too
be.
emotional, yeah, you take risky decisions.
Agree. And I can relate with the emotion also. I have a pet at home, and I knew for a reason you have multiple pets. So
Yes,
this is the industry. This is where we want to cater things because we understand those problems. We understand how it could be kind of handled. We know solutions, and if we are facing it, most of the folks are facing it,
absolutely.
and how we could solve it. The idea was great, Trini. I think this is my perspective. It was just bad timing in terms of COVID
Yes,
coming in and all those. Because right now these aggregators are coming in, and there's a need of aggregators because yeah, and this whole pet service industry and everything around pet is booming, and more
time,
folks are adopting pets. This country is slowly, I would say, not slowly, very slowly, it's becoming pet friendly. Very slowly, it's
yeah,
steadily, I would say. And yeah, you, me, and other folks want this, that it should become
absolutely.
one
Yes,
of the
yes,
most pet friendly country.
I
Cool.
agree. I agree. Yes,
So yeah, so the AI and all those work identity, those are pretty strong right now. You have Mentor. I saw your profile at Scalar, right? And Builder, we all know, right? So who is Srini when no one is asking for value-based outcomes, reviews in a product or anything? Who Srini is?
yeah, that's a interesting question. So I think I love spending time with my family and my dogs. So I have 4 dogs. All are rescued and adopted, and I think I love to do that. And everything boils down to or revolves around my family. And I think that's the biggest factor that I would say when I'm not building, when I'm not creating value in the tech world. I prefer to, spend time, jive and enjoy the company of my pets as well. Of course, friends are always there and spend some time and given a chance, get back to basketball.
You should, man. You should. Yeah. Whenever you feel you are ready physically, mentally, you should.
Yes,
Don't.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Sports is a
Yes.
meditation for me. Sports is cutting whatever the noise is right now in terms of the professional work. That's the only time I give it to myself, and you would have seen it.
Yes.
I was probably the first few folks at our cohort who was like, नहीं खेलना है बस सुबह भी शाम को वही एक टाइम है जब
Exactly.
वो मेरा टाइम है. That's my time. Yeah.
I
So
always wondered when we are sleeping at 2, 3, and then seeing your message at 6 o'clock by badminton koda.
yeah, it's crazy, but yeah, if like it's in my hand, I would not skip playing sports
Nice.
for a long time. It's like there's I said no, I probably cannot go to gym or anything. I have never ever tried yoga, tried musically, but it doesn't work. That sports is where that competition, that
Yes.
focus, and everything comes in place, and it's like totally
Here's a
focused,
mind.
no work, no
Yeah.
thoughts
Yeah.
coming in. If I'm going to gym, definitely I'm hearing some podcasts. I'm thinking of
Right.
what's my day is, how I have to go into all these meetings. So I'm not actually cut off from my professional work. Same is
Right.
with yoga. When I'm doing yoga meditation, definitely the thoughts are so much. But this is sports is whenever I play
Gone.
squash, badminton, anything, everything is gone. Phone
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
gone,
Absolutely.
no
Yes.
noise and focus. And when I'm coming back, done, feel more, always feel fresh and yeah, energetic
Awesome.
and awesome. Always. So I think most of the people who would be listening are generally engineers, AI engineers, senior engineers, probably the managers from our cohort. And they all feel a kind of pressure to grow, to stay relevant. You know this, I know this for a reason, and to not fall behind in what is going in the AI
Yeah.
world. Most of the folks have heard, probably discussed with you and me, क्या कर सकते हैं भाई AI में, हमारी जॉब तो नहीं जाएगी, कुछ
Uh,
नया सिखा दो AI में. I remember you already took one session on AI and
yes.
around things. So that is it. So from your journey overall, right? From a senior engineer, from an engineer to senior engineer to now the AI guy to the director of AI, everything. What is one thing they should stop doing immediately to grow with more clarity? All the folks.
I think, see, ultimately, every domain is getting disrupted with AI. I mean, it's not going to be limited to a specific domain. But then, how good you are in that domain will define your next journey. Be the best in your domain and adopt AI tools to enable or accelerate your delivery. I think that's something that I would recommend. I mean, I'm sure you also agree. It is
I
super
agree.
overwhelming, super overwhelming to follow AI changes that are happening. And every other day, you have a new architecture. Every other day, there's a new research
Mm,
published.
yeah,
And quite overwhelming for us in the industry itself. I'm sure
yeah,
it's enormous in
yeah.
the other space where they see so many
So many things.
things together.
It's
But I would say,
difficult.
yeah,
Yeah, it's difficult for folks like us who are techie, who are into AI, and to catch up with things. And when I see other people's very different industry, what they would be feeling. So it's very
yes,
simple. Just keep up with, just do few things which could change or which will enhance what you are doing. It's pretty much
absolutely.
same the analogy with the computer era, which I generally gave. So computer
Absolutely.
didn't took
Yeah.
any jobs. It took the job of folks who didn't kind of embrace it in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
embrace
Yeah.
the AI. It will not take your job. In fact, it will make your job better and you will be on the top of the pyramids. So you will
Absolutely.
be powerful actually. And the folks who are feeling that AI will take job and they are not learning it and they don't want to accept it, trust me,
Correct. Correct.
just few
No,
years are left in their career.
no, no,
Pretty few.
absolutely, absolutely, yes. And I can give you an instance as well. See, recently switched my domain to AECO, which is architecture, engineering, construction, and operations. Right? I mean, we are
Tell
basically
us
a
more about
tech.
it. Yeah. It
Yeah, yeah.
is
So
getting German.
yeah,
Speak in
yeah.
English.
So basically, Atkin Realis is a consulting services company. We
Okay.
build solutions as well, but predominantly consulting and services, right? I mean, switching from a telecom industry to this industry was quite tough if we didn't have AI, right? I mean, the reason I'm saying that is because in a few weeks, I was able to learn and speak the language in the organization. In a few weeks, I was able to start envisioning what are the pain points that could improve the operational efficiency of any service function that we have. And if we were not using AI tools,
Mm.
it would have been quite enormous effort for me to look into multiple web pages,
Wow.
read through research papers, summarize and understand all of that. And that learning window has reduced quite a lot.
Oh,
And I was
agree.
able to context switch the domain much faster than I would have done it, a few years back.
Oh, reading books, reading literature, that takes a toll on your time, your health,
Yes.
and everything. 2011, I was working on these Devanagari optical document recognitions,
Okay.
and
Okay.
everything was MATLAB way before Python. So you could relate with it. So it was all MATLAB. Before that was just
Nice.
object oriented.
Yeah.
And we used to run program that normal basic programs of character recognitions and using neural networks and all those classifiers.
Nice.
They
Okay.
used to run for 2 to 3 days, and we used to do like take all the resources of a computer lab, connect all the computers because the
Yeah.
memory was like 2 GB RAM, or no, not even not 2 GB. It was like 500 MB or something, 256 MB. That was the
Wow.
time of 256 MB. So you have to connect to that. Cloud was not available.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
I can understand. And those were the time, like, because I was not doing the coding, my only job was to read papers, figure out the best algorithm, write it, and give it to the coders who will do
Wow.
and do the
Okay.
test. So I used to read some 3 to 4 research papers in a day at that time. And no, I was like, what is happening, man? And these days, when I have to do anything, oh, put it, get the summary, put the
Yeah.
crux which you want. And yeah, AI has changed. And oh, yeah. And that's the reason we could do a lot more in the limited time than we
Absolutely.
were supposed to
Absolutely.
do.
Yes.
10 years from now, Srini, 10 years from now, it's 2025. I'm talking about 2035. Not about your role, not about your designation. What kind of problems do you hope you are still excited to solve?
I think 10 years from now, the way I envision the tech world to be is quite autonomous, or industry being very autonomous. Now, to govern that or to secure that will be a biggest factor. Uh, we will see quite a lot of transformation there.
Yeah,
And, we will see quite a lot of transformation in the hardware acceleration as well.
yeah,
And I see that changing. Time frame in terms of transformation is quite less now. I mean,
yeah.
if you're taking any new tech that's coming in, it used to take about a few years. I mean, now you see it's few months. Slowly it'll start
Great.
becoming weeks and then days.
Yeah.
And we're not far behind with humanoids.
Yeah, tech would evolve. I think in the last 50 years, the way tech has evolved, this will probably evolve in next 5 years. I'm just
Yes,
talking about
yes,
the impact of that.
absolutely,
So
absolutely.
yeah, we both are in AI world. We understand where this will go. Not many
Correct.
folks understand that, and we try to give this kind of download to them that try and understand.
Yes, yes,
The days are not when the humanoids and all these, we're talking about agentic AI, we are talking about a lot of things. Those are already in place. It's
correct,
just
correct.
the production level and for the consumers to come in.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of companies still complain that they're not getting value out of agentic AI. I think that's probably because of the way they've chosen the use cases.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
We created value which has been quite significant
Right.
at the current organ that I've done in last 6 to 9 months, and I'm sure if we put the right use case, put the right intent, every company can benefit from it.
Great. Cool. That's almost 35 minutes. Thank you so much, Trini, for this time. And the folks who are listening, right? You want to talk about AI, you want to discuss anything, this is our man. I'm putting his LinkedIn profile in the comments. Just go visit, say hi, hello. And yeah, that's it. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
again.
you. Thanks, Pratik. I think one thing that I just want to mention about Pratik is I've never seen him not smiling or not being active. I mean, he's
Yeah.
super active. He's always think, I mean, where is this guy getting so much energy from? And always pushing everyone, trying to be top notch everywhere. It is phenomenal to see or have him in close association with me. And it's super helpful as well. Thanks for the
Uh, Thank you. Thank
thank
you so
you.
much.
Thanks,
Uh,
Pratik.